Conclave Arcana Conflicts are finally here. In this episode, we're going to dive into all the details and answer all those questions that you may have had, but were afraid to ask. If this sounds interesting to you, please stand by. Hey, all you Splinterheads, welcome back. Once again, this is Bronze Dragon saying thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate your time. Please remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're enjoying this kind of content. Why not? It helps me out. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay, so we're going to dive in because after the patch today, one of the big things that went live was the Conclave Arcana Conflicts today. They put out a news article on Peak D last week with all the details, but I was sick last week and was not able to cover it, and we discussed this on our live stream, which occurs Saturday at 11:30 Eastern Time. Every Saturday, if you'd like to stop by and talk Splinterlands with us. We discussed this a little bit this last weekend, but I wanted to dive in and get the details because I've had some newer players asking me about this. Okay, as always, I will leave the link to the Peak D article in the show notes if you want to go ahead and read through the details in case you're interested in diving in and getting your wagons up and staked out and ready to go for the conflicts. But I had some newer players ask me this past weekend about what are conflicts, okay? And I'll put it basically as might not be something that newer players will be wholly interested in. You might be, who knows? But it's a way to stake your newer cards, Rebellion and Conclave Arcana, as well as your newer packs, once again, Rebellion and Conclave Arcana, and get points. Basically, you create a battle wagon, and we'll go through the details, and you stake cards on the battle wagon and or packs, and you start accruing points. And there's a certain period of time, and then an airdrop is had, which is a special card. We'll take a look at the first announced airdrop, which is a dragon, yeah, and but then you have a certain chance to go ahead and get a free copy of that card or multiple copies of that card. So this is a mechanism that encourages people to buy more cards, buy more packs, and gives them a second usage. So you can stake your cards on your battle wagons and still use them. You can stake your packs on your battle wagons. Now, of course, if you have your packs staked, it's like putting them in a savings account. You're getting points for them, but you can't open them, you can't sell them, trade them, or anything like that. Okay, so let's just take a look at the details. Let's see here. A 30-day event where players can stake cards and packs. Okay, so this event is going to last 30 days. The conflict is going to last 30 days. How conflicts work. So each battle wagon can have up to 5 cards staked on it, or up to 100 packs staked. So you can have up to 5 cards and 100 packs staked on each battle wagon. Okay, so Conclave Arcana cards get full collection power and points. Rebellion get half. So that was something they announced a while back where they were going to allow using of Rebellion cards, but you only get half points. Okay, so Rebellion gets 50 points, Conclave Arcana Standard 100 points, Alchemy 300 points, and 600 points for Legendary packs. And these are the points you get for each pack. Okay, so how do you make a wagon? Well, you can craft it, and this goes into the land discussion where what's one of the values of having land? This is another thing that you can make on land now. Okay, so we started talking about this. On our lands, we can produce wood, stone, aura, and iron, which I do on a weekly basis with my land. Well, now if you have land and you create these or harvest these things on a weekly basis, here's something else you can do with it. So you can make a wagon in the Artisan Quarter. It costs 40,000 wood, 10,000 stone, 4,000 iron, and 2,500 aura. And these are tradable. So if you didn't even want to use them, you could make them and you could sell them on the market. I checked the market right before this video, and they were going for about $5.90 to $6. So you don't necessarily have to make them. You could just buy them off the market as well if you don't have land. So you can buy with DEC or credits. Now we're going to talk about repairs. Now here's where things have changed somewhat since the last since the last event. So each time you receive an airdropped card, one of your wagons is damaged and must be repaired. So right up front, here at the beginning, no wagons are damaged, okay? We brought all our wagons in from Rebellion, whatever you had are brought in, they're not damaged. There was talk about that early on about having to repair them, but that was done away with. You have some good wagons to start out with. Okay, one wagon will become damaged for each airdrop card you received, whether or not you use the wagon for this conflict. For example, if you have 100 wagons, 30 filled with cards, accumulating points, and earn 40 cards as airdrop, you will have 40 of your wagons, 40 of your 100 wagons damaged. So one wagon will be damaged for every card you received in the airdrop, and then you'll have to repair them. Now, they announced the conflicts, the new card, which will be the first airdrop, which is Zrix the Emberglace, or Glace, however you want to say that. The reward system, every 100,000 points earns you one entry towards the conflict airdrop. And these are the points that you're accruing on a daily basis for having cards staked on the wagon. Each entry has a 0.125% chance to receive the conflict card, a guaranteed card drop for this first one. Now keep in mind, as the conflicts go on, they increase how many points you need for a guaranteed drop. This first one, a guaranteed drop is awarded at 800 entries. For every 25 cards received in one conflict, you are guaranteed one gold foil. So if you're a big dog and you have enough staked and you receive 25 cards, at least one of those is going to be guaranteed a gold foil. Now, keep in mind, if you get one, guaranteed one standard foil, that could come up if you were lucky as a gold foil. But if you have 25 standard, then you will be guaranteed one gold foil version. If you use alchemy potions to boost all your chances, it will be reduced to, for every 13 cards received in one conflict, you are guaranteed one gold foil. So if you want to go ahead and use alchemy potions, because why not? Why wouldn't you? Then your odds basically go up to 13 cards for every one gold foil. Now, you can boost, like I just said, you can boost your chance with potions. With alchemy, your gold foil chances go from 4 to 8%. And with midnight potions, your black foil chance goes from 0.1 to 0.2%. I mean, these are just very minuscule numbers, right? But if you're doing it, why not just go ahead and tack on some potions, right? Okay, so here's where it gets juicy. Jackpot additions. At the end of each conflict, 1 black foil arcane and 5 gold foil arcane. These are the arcane versions. The super rare versions will be added to the Conclave Arcana jackpot prizes, which means they will be discoverable through in-game pack purchases. Okay, so at the end of this conflict, Zrix, Zrix the Emberglace will be available in packs. So when you open a pack, you will be able to get this character in the packs now. And these really high rarity gold foil and black foil arcane cards will be added to the pot. So, it's to encourage opening more packs, right? So you have the possibility of getting this really nice card. Okay, so in between each conflict, we'll have a preparation phase. We talked about that. First conflict numbers. I'm not going to read through all these. If you're interested, you can come over here and read the article. Like I said, the event, the conflict has already started. It starts the 16th of July, which is technically tomorrow. So where I'm recording this is on the 15th. So if you're interested in this, I would say read this article and go through the details. Now, with that said, let's go back over to my account and check out where if you go up to play and then down to conflicts, this will dump you over here on this page. And you can see that you can click on, the name of this is A Song of Fire and Ice. Cool looking dragon, interesting, very pastels. You know me, I love dragons. It's been interesting to see that it's actually a pastel dragon, I guess sort of an ice dragon kind of thing. We can go ahead and enter, and when you click enter, you can go ahead and see the status of your wagons, okay? You can see that I have 7 wagons here. And on the live stream the other day, we went ahead and love this autofill button. Whoever came up with that, good job. You don't have to sort through all of your cards just to figure out which ones you want. Of course, you could in case you have a certain strategy or something or other. With me, I'm going to be able to use the cards anyway, so I might as well just autofill. So it's going to put my highest point incoming cards on my wagons. Now, what I wanted to take a look at is I wanted to go ahead and just run through the process of making a wagon. So if I click on make or add a wagon, it's going to take me to this build a mage wagon screen. Now it tells me that I need a wagon kit. Guess what I don't have? I don't have a wagon kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one. So let's go over to the artisan quarter. And from here, what I need to do is come up here to, you can see these numbers we talked about earlier. What I want to do is see where I have enough materials in one of my regions to go ahead and build one of these wagon kits. So let's go ahead. I do not have enough. They're nice enough to show in red where you're running at a deficit. Tostrington, not enough there either. Let me see here. Let's go to Ravenwood. Now, the only thing I'm running in deficit is stone because I don't produce stone. I don't have any lands that produce stone. So I am going to have to jump over to land, and I'm going to have to go to the trade hub. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade some grain for stone in Ravenwood, and I want 10,000 stone in Ravenwood. So it looks like, let's go with 0.5%, and it looks like it would cost me 164,533 grain to trade for 10,000 stone. Just for the sake of the argument here, let's go ahead and do the swap. I am producing more than enough grain. Okay, so, and of course, it gave me less than 10,000. So obviously, when you go ahead and put your trades in, it doesn't always equal exactly what you want. But I might have a few extra over there. So let's go back to conflicts. Enter. This is a pretty roundabout way. There's got to be a quicker way to do this. Let's go to Artisan Quarter. Once again, select Ravenwood. Okay, so I got everything. I had a few extra stone over there. So let's go ahead and craft a wagon kit. Okay, I successfully crafted one wagon kit. Now I can go back and build my wagon. Are you sure you want to build one mage wagon? Yes, build wagons. Okay, now I have an extra wagon that I can use here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on that autofill button and hopefully everything lines up. Let's see what happens. I was at 133. I was at 133,500 or something like that. So it brought it up a little bit. I need to, I need some more Conclave Arcana cards is what I need to. But basically it went through and it staked out some of the other cards I had. So that shows me that I get, let's see here. Let's go back to the main Okay, so the end estimate is 976. And remember, they said you needed 800 entries to get an automatic card. So I got at least one automatic card. If I get lucky, it'll be two. Okay, so, well, this has been Bronze Dragon with a quickie, a little bit of an explanation of what these conflicts are. At the end of the day, it's to encourage people to buy more packs and buy more of the newer cards and stake them and get something out of it, a possible prize out of it. Is this for brand new players? Probably not. But it's also to reward older players who have stuck with the game, continued to buy packs, and continued to invest in the newer cards. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And remember to stop by on Saturday for our usual Saturday morning stand-up live stream. We've been doing this more than 2.5 years straight, talking Splinterlands on Saturday morning. Either way, this is Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I'll see you in Splinterlands.